Nearly 60% of voters in June chose Lachey Collins to replace Marne Foster. Unlike other races, school board elections aren't finished if someone comes out on top in the primary. In November, all voters in the city will decide who will represent District E schools in Southeastern San Diego. Sharon Whitehurst Payne is running against Collins and is Foster's interim replacement. She says June's outcome was by design.
It would be a waste of resources, of my time, my staff, my volunteers' time to focus on trying to win something when I was going to be on the ballot anyway. I mean, that was a no-brainer. So my strategy was to get through the year offering children's services, meeting their needs, and then to go into campaigning.
Now Whitehurst Payne is running on the work she did as an interim trustee. Instead of canvassing, she says she walked school hallways to see where she was needed. And at Crawford High School, Whitehurst Payne says she found a school in disrepair.
This became my project school. I think at almost every board meeting thereafter, I was reporting on this school, on Crawford, and what was happening at it. And the other board members became aware of it. And the staff decided to make it a priority.
The campus in Mid-City San Diego got some fresh paint and library upgrades this summer, and construction workers are putting the finishing touches on a new stadium. The work was approved before administrators appointed Whitehurst Payne and is paid for by Propositions S and Z. But she says the projects got done sooner because she knows how to work with individuals at every level of the district.
I know the system, and you can't game me. Because I was there. I know about it. I know the little games that are being played or not being played. I spent time in the classroom. I was a teacher, a math teacher at Roosevelt, at O'Farrell, at Mission Bay High School.
Whitehurst Payne also spent 17 years working in HR at the district and another 10 as an administrator at Cal State San Marcos. Lachey Collins says that's why voters should choose her. As a parent, her perspective isn't entrenched in district operations.
Parents agree, community members agree, business leaders agree that, hey, there is time, time for change. It is time.
Collins says she'd leave her mark by increasing transparency in the district and access to its decision makers.
So when you really, really care about education and really care about your overall community, you're going to do everything you can to make sure that the vital information, the important stuff, really anything you get is going to come back the way they can know that I'm being transparent with you. This is what's going on. And I know it may not always be what you would like it to be, but this is what's going on, and I want to hear from you.
In addition to being a parent in the district, Collins works for State Assemblywoman Shirley Weber and as an adjunct professor teaching Africana Studies at San Diego State. She says her other big mark would be expanding a program that currently guarantees SDSU admission to Hoover High students who meet certain benchmarks.
One thing that I'm really, really passionate about, though, is getting a Compact for Success program put in District E, period. I think that this population of students should be able to have that opportunity right there at their fingertips. But second to that, we need to get this budget straight to make sure that we do have equity across the board.
Both candidates say they're focused on ensuring the students they represent have equal access to educational opportunities. Collins pointed to the number of college-level course offerings available to high school students in the area. Whitehurst Payne pushed through a proposal that expanded the courses district-wide, but they were ultimately scaled back in District E schools because of low enrollment. Collins says music is another place where quality is lacking.
Yes, we have a large number of schools that are in various communities that are thriving. Strings, drum, band, all that good stuff. But then when you start to look at District E, within itself, it's very minimal. Support is very minimal programs, and then the quality is very, very low.
Whitehurst Payne says she's already talked to district staff about it.
First couple of weeks when I was on the board, I actually went to a lot of concerts, Citywide instrumental program concerts for each grade level. And I was looking for the diversity among the student population, and I didn't see it. And they assured me that that is at the top of the list for them to address.
Neither candidate is proposing a sea change once in office. Both echo district leadership on the need to improve neighborhood schools so fewer families choose to send their kids elsewhere. The difference between the two is management style and background. And with a ballot that counts this time, both Collins and Whitehurst Payne are eager to point out those distinctions. Megan Burks, KPBS News.